Hello and good evening again. I want to welcome you back to the Dead Hills. This time we paid the Gribblenobber a visit and we're doing a heroic adventure called Into the Hills. And I know a lot of you have done this only 50 million times, but you know what? That means it's popular and that means you'll probably like it because it'll bring back all those good memories of doing quests for Gribblenobber. But here we are. On my left, Lord Rattyfrog of Prexus. And he is our healer. And to my right, Steel Plate with that big axe that Les gave her. Wow, look at that. And we have a DPS merc, a tank merc, and we're all merked up and ready to chop them up. So this is a pretty quick quest, and it gives pretty good experience at the end of the quest. The first thing we got to do is we got to kill these tiny zombies. First thing we're going to try to do is we're going to try to pacify them. And I should set myself as a puller, I guess. And I'll set the merc as the main tank. And I guess I'll set the merc as a main assist. Okay, simple enough. First thing to do is pacify the guy in the back. Let's see if they're linked. And they're nice and blue, just what I like.
They're level 94.
Perfect. All right. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there you went. Okay, that's good. 94 is perfect. Better than 104. And there we go. Taking him down. He's so tiny you can barely see him. But he does have a lot of hit points on him. Yeah, for a blue guy, he's got a lot. Alright, we got a whopping 5 platinum from him. That is some big money. There is supposed to be a name somewhere along the line known as Bloodsucker. We'll find out where he's at. Move up a little bit, Steel Plate. You've got the merc with you. I mean, my tank merc there. There we go. It'll bring it up. Okay, tiny zombie treatment means pacification treatment. It looks like we can pacify them, which is really nice. They're far enough away.
Yeah, you'll have one that paths up.
Well, thank you, Merc, for the delayed reaction. Yeah, well, I'll be careful the weird pathing. Now, in the old days, you could do this mission and then drop the mission, I think, without completing it, and you get really good experience. But they changed it so you have to complete the mission now. Is that right, Playboy?
Yeah, you used to be able to do it back to back to back.
Whoa, that's really good. That's music to my ears, back to back. My God. I could just imagine people getting some crazy levels in here.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you could run this one over and over and over and over.
People probably got 2 levels a night. Just
Yeah,
bringing the
but you
merc
would get very bored with it very quick. And there's like 2 different versions of it.
Yeah.
One's just kill, and the other one is you collect.
Oh boy, then that means you might get experience, but you lose your sanity. Might as well get all these guys just to be sure. Alright, good job, Merc. A nice colorful view from up here. We have killed 2 of the bad guys. I can see how this would go very fast. And what's nice is Rattyfrog can cast some mean undead spells on top of his regular heals. So he's actually like a DPS merc too, casting those spells.
Yeah, I'm going full DPS. I'm not healing at all.
Yeah, that's good. It's good time to get your evocation up. And here we go, locking this one down. I wonder when the next expansion's going to come out. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you have any? Do you know anything about it, Playboy?
Usually they come out November, December.
Perfect.
But I don't know if they're dropping one every year still or not.
I sure hope they are. Because as soon as that comes out, I want to hit that on day one. And last year I just missed Empires of Kunark.
They usually do a live stream in August to announce it, so should find out soon what it's going to be about.
Oh, that's cool, Agarthan. Thanks. That'll be good to know. I'm excited about the new expansion because I just missed Empires of Kunark for a little bit. I didn't actually even know EverQuest was around. Then I heard about it and I was like, wow. And then I heard it was a good expansion too.
Yeah, I finally got a chance to go to the main zone, and as soon as I zoned in, I got stuck underneath the world. I had
Really?
to log up. Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Which zone?
Lachinium or wherever, however you say it.
Oh, really? Oh, you mean an EOK, right?
Yeah, it looks like Dreadlands when you port in.
Oh, wow. So you got ported underneath? That is weird.
I think I was just bugged, and I couldn't cast or anything.
Whoa, yeah,
I
you're
just
under
kept
the
getting
world
blue
for
light.
sure.
Yeah, I was under the world, and I couldn't cast, I couldn't gate, couldn't do anything.
Wow. Okay, guys, you can move up a little bit. Bloodthirsty pirates up ahead. Okay, and we have more zombie mania. And just in case we have creepy pathing. Oh wow, it's so
I think
weird.
we're good. If we were going to have a bad path, it would have already happened. You got
Yeah.
these two zombies, and then you're going to have two or three surrounding a escapee or something.
Oh great. Good to know. Yeah, that first one we did the other night, that one started out where everything was like yellow to me. I was like, what the heck? You know, and that was the first one. And this, they're all, you know, ever since then, they're all like blue.
Yeah, the Dead Hills, the Gribbles are the lowest, and then you've got the troll or whatever, the ogre that gives them, are the next level up.
Ah, I see. That guy. Oh, so that's why. So for all you watching, this is the one to do it. And William, that is that tank merc. But you know, when we get to be 105 around there, you can take his place. Or we'll have a lot of people wanting to take his place. I mean her place, the tank merc. Oh, we did it. Save the gnomes from their attackers, meaning killed everybody in the path. And good to see you, William. How are you doing tonight? We're doing the Dead Hills into the hills again. I mean, for the first time, but we were in the hills the other day, so this is like part two, but easier. Okay, one moment here. Let me just check the chat. Alright, teeny zombie. Good thing he's not big zombie. Decent experience from those is what William says. Yeah, they're pretty easy. I can see I've never done this before pre-nerf, but Blayboy was Radic Frog was talking about it, saying that how people used to do it, and I could just imagine like, wow. Yeah, most comes from the end now, but before this used to work like the power leveling center where you wouldn't complete it and you can go back to back and everything like that. Okay, I'm gonna move up a little. Okay, there's a captive adventurer. And I have to save the gnomes. Okay, so that sounds pretty simple. Bloodthirsty pirate. I'm gonna try here to pacify. I was just gonna move the merc up a little bit with me. Okay, hold on a second, pacify. Okay, let's see what happens. Have to do a little running around there. Okay, and William says, to be honest, we would do all 3 gribbles in 1 lesson. Oh, wow, that's smart. So he's saying after you qualify for all 3 of them, load all 3 of them up and do them. Oh man, wow, you guys are
Yeah,
fast.
you do them back to back to back.
Wow, you guys would go like 2 levels a night then.
Yeah, it got pretty tedious.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially seeing the same monsters over and over. But you know something? In the classic era, I mean it was really bad. Like you'd sit at the orc camp for like a whole day, and then you'd go and do some other camp spot for another day. It was really hard. Oh, pirate. Okay, move up to me.
Yeah, there's another circle of them on to the left of that one too.
Oh,
But
great.
you can pull that one easy.
Okay, I'm gonna pacify the 2 big guys and I'll pull the bloodthirsty one. And I like these pirates. They remind me of Dulax Harbor, one of my favorite zones.
That's actually how you have to get attuned to this zone.
Nowadays, just fly on in. And William says, warrior with a 2-handed runs through them. Boring for sure. Yeah, it'd be cool if they changed up the look of the mobs. Or put in some different ones. But you know, when I do the power leveling center, known as the hatchery, that gets pretty boring too. But then when I see how much experience you get, I think, well, it's either that or going out and doing something else crazy and boring.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to level on this server.
Totally agree.
I just everybody.
Hello, Les. Good evening. How are you
What's up,
tonight?
Les?
Oh, hey, so that is not the only way to level. I did not use that POK mission one time while leveling.
Okay.
Personally, I don't find that very good experience, to be honest. It's
Really?
okay. Yeah, no, there's just way better stuff if I actually want EXP.
Really? What would it be?
Degmar, Arcs, some of the zones that are locked behind keys and progression still have some of the best EXP per mob in the game.
Ah.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
just for the lower levels to get them up.
exactly, you can't you can't use them because you can't get the progression to get keyed in unless you have, you know, that campfire stuff, which does work.
Yeah.
But,
I see.
you need 23 missions, group missions, tasks, and solos, you know, 23 things to be able to zone into arcs.
Dang.
That's ridiculous amount of flagging. I'd like to see that go away here in the next expansion, you know?
That's like
Open the zone.
that's like getting in the plane of time in the old days.
That's funny. That means
Well, Plane of Time was a whole lot worse because I'm be willing to bet it's a lot more than 23.
Oh God, yeah, that was a pain.
wow, it's only for the big guilds to get into those, to that. Wow. Yeah, you know, I mean, one thing I do like about the power leveling center known as the hatchery is that the mobs don't run away, and it's so easy to, you know, as an enchanter to single pull them every time, and they're, you know, they're not the brightest mobs out there, and they're all in that the comfort of the POK, so you just bind right outside, and if you got to do something, you're right there. But yeah, I do like it if there's like a zone. I like how these quests now have really good experience. This one here is not the hot zone quest of the day, but the other ones they give really good experience. So, you know, they are good too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to pacify these guys here and see if we get a pull. See what happens here. If I get two, just what we're gonna do is we're just gonna area of effect miss. All right, there he goes. Not bad. Yeah, that's
He
nice.
should be your level.
Yeah, he is. Same level as me, 95. It's always good to hear from Les. How you doing tonight, Les?
Good deal. Just got home, getting logged in, looking to do something. Saw that you were on. Figured I'd join in without crashing the place, you know?
Yeah, I want to thank you the other night for giving us those group missions in um, Argath and then in the valley because, yeah, I was looking over the progression you need to go through just to get to those quests, and oh, it's a long route. And Reign of Fear is the same thing. It seems like there's a lot of progression you got to go through to get the group missions.
You got anything in the 90s left?
I've got a 101 enchanter.
Ouch.
Hey, you know, give me a break to play something else.
That would change everything in here to red to me.
Well, you know. But here's the thing, though. Here's the one thing. If the person that's tanking can tank, I don't care if it's red.
Yeah.
If the person tanking it can deal with it, I don't care.
Okay, amazing the back of the little guy. You get beat the big guy up.
If it's red, it just means you get more EXP.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you get XP. I mean, if you're, was it 3/4 of a, I forget the math on it, on what you can get XP with.
$30 levels max. Any direction.
Yeah.
I do think it breaks down very low levels, like 1 through 20. Somewhere in there, a breakdown, but from 105 to 30s or somewhere in there.
How come Les sounds like a little robotic?
Domo?
Oh, it just sounded a little different. That's all right. Okay, stunning him. Go ahead and attack Bloodthirsty Pirate.
I think he's on the sill.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, William, these can be a little tedious, but Yeah, I guess I've only done it once, so it seems all fresh and new. But I bet you after the 10th time, I'd be like, give me something else. But hey, it's kind of neat to see and bring back those memories of running gribbles for people. There are three of them, and then we still have the other guy, his line of quest we got to finish up. And one of these days, I got to buy the mercenary gear because that NPC wasn't selling it to me last time, so I'll have to look it up.
Real quick though, these Gribbles missions, every time you run them, they're going to be different. The mob placement is slightly off. The exact mobs themselves are going to be different. One time you do them, they're going to be undead. The next time you do them, they're going to be rats. The next time you do them, they're going to be pirates. I mean, there's like 10 different variations of these missions.
Okay, that's good. That's good they put that in to break up the monotony of it. I guess they figured that people would probably go nuts after a while, seeing the same guys over and over. That's good of them. Let me try to single pull.
Hey, you're an enchanter. Why do you care if there's single pulls?
Well, because the thing is like we could pull more of them, but when it comes down to it, we're gonna kill them one at a time anyway. And I know it's a little bit slower and safer, but yeah, some people like to see 3 or 4 come, and they like to see some action. But when it comes down to it, you're just gonna end up mezzing them anyway, and it'd be the same thing if they're still back there. I guess what I like to do is kind of show people. Yeah, I guess the way I do it. In the old days, you'd always try to. It was all about the single pull. Nowadays, it's in the modern games a little bit different. I don't always see people do it as much, and I guess that's why enchanters aren't needed as much as they used to be. Because nowadays, if you look at it, um, you can get your monk out there, and then you can go and the monk is actually better, I think. For certain situations. Of course, if there's an overpull, the enchanter is good for that, but it's not like the old days where you really had to have the enchanter big time. It's not so much these days. I mean, Shadow Knights can break spawns almost as good as a monk can. And it's the same thing. Like a lot of people will say to me, well, "Why don't you charm more?" They want to see that, and then I just tell them, "Well, somebody had said it once before in my stream. They said their style was kind of like you just want to control the pulls, you want to reduce the risk and so forth. Um, Other people like to charm a little more, but I've never been into doing the charm. In the old days, it never worked very well, you know. But how about you, Les? What's your style?
You want my style of play? I like to do things I've never done. I like to do missions in groups and explore. I like to start a mission and not know what I'm expected to do. That Go crazy in the group. I don't care. Like if you want to pull two root off tanks, that's fine. If you want to slow the fine. Me being a druid, that luxury of being able to do anything I want because I can fit whatever's moving in a group. That's what I like.
Yeah, that makes it exciting. Yeah. But when you're an enchanter, how do you play it? Since you have a level 101 enchanter.
I'm glad you asked. My level 101 chant
Oh, you're breaking up. I can't hear you too well. I can't hear you, Les.
All right, how's that? Does that sound any better?
Oh yeah, a lot better. A lot better.
Oh, I just got my headset. So okay. So I was saying my enchanter is really good. Here's how I play her. She's got all the hotkeys for all of the enchanting gold and silver and electrum and gems and stuff, so she can make all the metals and ores. That's what my enchanter does for me. And to level her, she just sits in the group, and I don't even touch her.
That's good. She never dies then. That's a great way to play it.
No, I disagree. She dies a lot, but yeah, I don't know how to play an enchanter at all. I can only give advice.
You
Say
know,
that again.
yeah, the thing is oh, go ahead. Did somebody else say something?
Yeah, I said he's just using it as a trade skill bot. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not a grandmaster or a master artisan for nothing.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for trade skills. Like some classes I don't know to play. The cleric I don't. When I first made my heroic cleric, I just used it for the 96% res. That's all. So I just had like a one spell, two spells loaded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your main's a druid, right, Les?
Yes, my main is a druid, so I know how to play a druid, a monk, and a ranger really well. Those are the three that I've played.
Yeah, I can play a pally, a cleric, and a shaman well.
That's good because I've never ever played the shaman at all. I mean, past like level 30.
There's a lot of shamans, but most of them are buff bots.
Yeah. But when you look at the shaman and what they can do, um, pretty much, you pair a monk with that shaman, and they could do everything the enchanter can do. Okay, the shaman can haste, it can slow, it can even go a step further and heal. The only thing
Yeah.
it doesn't do is mez, but you don't really need that if you get a single pull every time.
Shamans can mez.
What's that?
Shamans cannot mez, but they can crowd control. They've got the knockback root. So
Yeah,
most mobs can be knockback rooted. And if the mob's not in combat and he ain't hitting anybody, effectively that's a mez, isn't it?
Yep.
that's absolutely right.
And you can actually knock back up to 8 of them.
Wow. When did that spell come out? That's a good spell.
It's AA.
Yeah,
Wow.
druid and shaman both have an area of effect. Like everything that's in front of me shoots back and gets rooted.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a lifesaver.
Wow, they really know how to put enchanters out of business.
But not all
Well,
mobs can be not all mobs can be rooted. Not all
rooted.
mobs can be slowed. Not all mobs can be mezzed. There's no one class that works good in every group.
But you know what? I tell you, one good combo I think, if you had the shaman and the monk, like when I was doing this play tutorial for back on Agnar, and I did the guide for all the classes that most likely people would play, and I found the most powerful one was monk shaman. Oh my gosh, that one. I mean, once you get
Well, I
feign
can
death,
attest to monk shaman being very powerful.
yeah, I mean, once you get the feign death. Of course, in the playthrough, I didn't get it, but later on, I did when I didn't do the video. And I'm gonna tell you that means you get, if you know how to work it, you're gonna get a single pull every time, and then you can slow everything. And it's just like the enchanter, where some things can't be slowed. It'll be the same, but I mean, you can heal the monk and all that. Just a crazy combo there.
Shamans come in their own really during raiding.
And what makes them really strong in raiding?
They can put out a lot of heals, and they can main heal a group.
Well, they've got the heal over times, which really help because
Yeah.
their every 6 seconds constant heal is really helpful.
And William says he actually has a video of Warrior Moloing one of these gribbles. Forgot about it. Oh, you should send me put the link on this comment to this video later, William. I'd like to see that. That would be something. This is a cool mission, I'll tell you guys.
Just 9 more undead.
Just 9 more. Good old pusslings. Advanced shamans enhance melee groups and druids enhance magic groups.
That is true.
Wow. But I like to use my druid for power leveling too. I think it's great at certain levels for doing that.
Dude,
Oh, steel plate
yeah,
crash.
I can take a character from level 25 to level, or hell, 1, it doesn't matter, to level 75 before your lesson of the devoted fades.
Ah.
So yes, druids can power level very well, but at high levels, 80 post that power leveling, you need someone that can tank better, which is where your Shadow Knights come into play.
Yeah. Hang on, guys. Steel plate just crashed out. So it'll be a minute or two. So if anybody needs to take a break or grab a beer or whatever.
Tell her don't do that.
No, this computer for some reason play EverQuest. Say yes. Her computer for some reason, and I don't know why it is. Maybe because it's an AMD quad core or whatever. It just every once in a while it'll crash at least one time with EverQuest, and then after you get the crash out of the way, it won't crash the rest of the night. So strange. So that's the weird thing about it. It's always done that. So we try to get the crash out of the way.
Yeah, every once in a while, my computer, my vid card, goes crazy and it'll crash.
Yeah.
Well, I had a ton of video issues and computer rebooting issues. Went ahead and put a fluke meter on the power supply, realized that the power supply was actually producing wrong voltages, got me a new power supply for it, fixed the issues.
Wow, that's good.
So to all those people that say, oh, it's got to be a virus, or it's got to be bad drivers, or it's got to be, it could be a bad power supply.
Yeah, sometimes it's the hardware, not the software.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, my other computer, my slowest one, I took all the good stuff out of, that only has a 200-watt power supply. And I got 4 hard drives in there. And what happens with that is after it heats up a while, it goes boom, just shuts off on its own.
So what part's overheating?
I think it's just that the computer's using too much energy, and then what happens is it draws too much energy and it just shuts down on its own. That's not this computer, but the other one. What happened is I had 2 computers and I had balanced out the hardware, but when I started doing streaming, I put all the good hardware in the computer I'm on right now.
Okay.
And so the slow machine now, it barely runs EQ. It's now the one where I just, use it for the Druid or the Taxi.
Okay, so two things that I would do. Again, I'm an IT guy. I've been doing computer repair for almost 15 years. So that being said, take this for what it is. Look at your power supply. Make sure your fans are spinning. Um, get a thermometer of some sort of temperature gauge and put it inside your computer and see if your system's overheating. Um, it's what it sounds like.
I'm sure it is because it only happens on warm days. When it's cold, like in winter, it doesn't happen. So I have these other computers around with like power supplies, but one of these days I'll change it out. Just a little lazy right now.
Well, necessarily, you could just make sure that the fans are blowing like they should. Sometimes, if you've got dust or cats or pets or whatever, um, the the heatsink fins are clogged, and you just clean them off, and your problem's fixed.
Yeah, I did have cats before, hence the name.
So yeah, make sure all of your heat sinks are clean. Take a can of air, compressed air, or take them apart and clean them by hand if you're adventurous. But keep those grid arrays clean. It's imperative for proper ventilation.
Okay. William, for some reason, I got to learn how. Does anyone know how to do a copy and paste? I think it's Command C on a Mac. I'm trying to, he gave me a link there.
Yeah, I always do Control C, Control V.
Oh, there he goes. The Mac gets the, oh, it can't, I didn't get it. No, that was, it got the link and stuff. Maybe the, William, you're going to have to put it, it didn't show up. I did a copy and paste. It didn't make it. Oh, I know how to do it.
Got a W at the beginning of YouTube, so you put an extra W in it.
You're so sharp. Very good. Okay, here's his. Oh, William Kelly has his own thing. 17 views. Okay, I'll hit like on that. Okay, I'll have to. I'll keep it here. I'll have to watch it later. I just gave you a like, William. I'll check you out. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now that beeping you hear, that's not me. That's another person's got a fire alarm went off. Okay, back to the action here. I don't want to put you guys to sleep with these pusslings up here. Okay, more pusslings. Okay, William, just gave you a like on there. Okay, let's hope we just get one pustling up there. Come here. Let me find out where the rest of the pustlings are. It appears that there's a way to go. Oh, there's a cave or something?
No, you just go over the hill.
It's the Dragon Bridge.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Ah,
I never knew that was a dragon bridge.
I see it now.
You go underneath it and look at it. It's actually supposed to be like a skeleton of a huge dragon.
Wow,
There it is,
I've
guys.
never even went under the bridge.
If you look at it from way back here, you'll see dragon skull. Yep, that is. Oh boy. Ooh.
Yeah, you got the two eyes and the nostrils right there that you can see from that view.
Wow. So I guess it's we go up and yep, go over it.
Right at the top, I think you're gonna see one.
Yeah, I see him. Hold on, guys. Whoa, he was right there, steel plate. There's two actually. Oh ho ho! Surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, in this case, we're going to do a little differently. Okay, and I'll go ahead and fix the other guy. Okay, I just blurred this guy here. Yeah, he's toasted. Here we go. And back to the action. Mr. Puzzling. Okay, and we got another puzzling.
My bad, I pulled him.
That's alright. It's a good spot to pull him to, because I was thinking, yeah, we should pull him right on top of the dragon's head, because this offers the best scenery right here. Yeah, I won't fall. Ooh, this looks familiar. Like that boat thing we did that time.
It's the same zone, just a different part of it. Check your map.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, it is. Yeah, wow, what a big map. Man, oh man. When we get to be level 105, we can come in here and just kill everything. Okay, this is a good spot to pull to. Oh, I like this. This offers a great view of the dragon. And it's pretty smart for Daybreak to release their expansions around Christmas, because that's the time people are buying, and the weather gets bad and everybody stays inside. Perfect time to play EQ. Wow, look at this Merc. It's just like a machine. Whoa. Got some. Ooh, is this a collectible? Wow. Anybody want a collectible?
Just right click it.
Yeah, just take it.
Okay, thanks. I'll take it. Some fishing line.
Says you already have it though.
Oh, okay. Oh, it looks like I got it. And we have what looks like a roamer. And I wonder what Bloodsucker is going to be like. He is supposed to be one of the named guys that's supposed to come. Oh, I love that aggro there.
Now, this one's going to be like the other one. The other missions, it'll tell you if a name spawns.
Okay, perfect.
It will be a red text in your chat box and a yellow one on your screen that says a formidable foe is approaching or something like that.
Wonderful.
Well, this one here, it's got right all three of these. The name's right at the end anyway. So,
Yeah. Now, I got a question for you guys that are level 105. What do you do when you're level 105? Where do you hunt and all that?
well, honestly, most of the places are still light blue, so just about anything in the last three expansions.
Okay, that's good. Blade Boy, do you need a level 100 spell for your paladin, or does anybody need it?
No, no,
Rank 2?
no. The Pally's 105.
Okay, then he's got it. Then I'll just save it for whoever. Nice little treat there.
Well, the Emperors of Kunark, I spent a ton of time in farming items. Broken Mirror, I haven't. Darkened Sea, I've just about completed all of. Darkened Sea, you can get great experience with, but you know, killing anything. I mean, anything that's House of Thule on is going to give you experience.
Oh, that's good. Build up
There are
those
so
AAs.
well, and that's the thing though. Once you're 105 and a fair amount in the level, you don't need level. Therefore, your AAs go just very fast. One kill in Empires of Kunark on a trash mob nets you 5 AA, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's nice. Now, guys, do you think they're going to raise the level cap
Yes.
with the next expansion? And what level do you think they'll raise it to?
110, it's already confirmed, and it will be 110.
Nice.
Wow, only 5 levels though. That'll go pretty quick.
Well, I mean, that's what they generally do. I mean, check out this item here, Nerdist.
Okay. There's one pustling around the corner.
You'll notice that a lot of the TBM and EOK items say that their spells affect over level 110, which means they already knew that 110 was going to be a thing when.
Ah, look at that. Wow. Oh, you're right. Okay, so it looks like 110 will be. It'd be nice if they made it, 115 or something. That way you'd have 10 levels to work with. But I guess they do it 5 levels each time. That'd be pretty good. People will get there in a month then.
Yeah, they'll do.
Dude, I will be there in less than a week.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I think they raise it. They should raise it more because people will level it out, and then they'll go through the expansion so
But they
fast.
also increase the. They also add AAs.
Right.
Oh,
No, the AAs are a huge thing. They added so many AAs with Empires of Kunark that it took a while to get maxed AAs.
What's maxed AAs on the Druid?
good question.
Just over 27,500.
Jeez, I am way behind on the Shaman.
Okay, here we go. Wow, got to get those AAs in.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got 27,648 spent, but I've got 0 auto granted.
Oh, yeah. Let me see what mine looks like. I've got assigned 8,571, and AA points is only 55. But yeah, I better start saving them. I only spent 20 so far because I have auto grant on. Okay, so it looks like we finished that part. Defeat the creatures of disease that linger near the wall. Okay, not here, right?
Nope, just keep going down. You're going to get a set of mosquitoes that are over the ridge
Okay.
and down on the right.
Okay, one more puzzling then. I like his small aggro radius. William Kelly has 24,095 on his warrior and it's maxed. So that's what a warrior maxes out at.
Yeah, at these higher 105, there's a huge disparity. I mean, it used to be, let's just say level 95. All the levels AAs pretty much capped right around the same thing. Not anymore. There's some huge swings.
Wow. And well, warriors really need it.
Druids and Shamans are pretty close.
I guess I wonder what my A's are going to be or what I'll really need. There have been a couple good ones, but I guess I'll see.
Yeah, Willem, I'm
Oh,
with
whoa.
you. I've spent quite a few on glyphs.
Oh, these guys, I didn't realize it. I thought they were like just rocks. That could have been fatal.
Yeah, those are the pustlings.
Pile of bile. Oh, I would have been pile of death.
Brings a new meaning to stepping into a shitstorm.
Yeah, that's for sure. Totally. I could have just walked right in there and got killed in 2 seconds.
You would have not been the first one to make that mistake.
Yeah. William says that's the max, not what I have total. And hello, Jay. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight? We're in the Dead Hills doing the Gribbles mission. It's a familiar one, I assume. This guy's level 95. Are you hitting big time steel plate? Oh yeah. And Les, she's using that axe you gave her. Very nice.
Sweet. I'm
The
glad to
thing
know.
is,
It looks
it's
cool.
very good. I mean, it hits. We had one at 90. I mean, 85, 90, and 95. They've all been really good. She's going, wow.
I like the look of the other one that she had, though.
Yeah, that thing looked really good. But this thing has nice frost damage. Okay, pustlings we got. Oh, yeah, we are defeating the pustlings. They are part of the bad creatures. And how's everybody doing tonight out there in chat? What are you guys up to? Is everybody still playing EQ, or are you playing something else? Or are you guys going hiking, going camping, anything like that with the nice weather out there? I'll see what they say. Camping the hat. The hat. Okay, camping the hat. That's a good kind of camping. Oh, that's something funny to say. Always camping the hat. That's it. That's camping, all right.
I don't camp. I had to do it for a living.
You camp for a living? What do you mean by that? Where you like?
I was in the Army for 12 years.
Oh, in the Army. I see. So you were in the Army where you were like camp. Oh, during boot camp they made you camp out.
No, just when you go to the field, you're basically camping.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody had told me, I had a teacher once, and he said if you have a choice, you really want to be in the Navy, because otherwise what happens in the Army, you'll have to go out and camp out, in the dirt and all that. Hello, Merc. And he said that in the Navy you get a warm place to sleep at least. And William Kelly has a 4-day weekend heading to the casino. Which casinos are you heading to? Are you heading to Las Vegas or Indian casinos? And what are you going to be playing, William? Are you a blackjack player? Are you, poker player? Slot machines? Steel Plate says she says you probably play slot machines. But I don't know how she figured that out.
That's what I play.
That's what she likes too. She likes to play the penny machines, and then I come back, I go home, I go back to the hotel room, go to sleep, and I wake up 8 hours later. I come back, she's there, like got this look like, oh gosh, haven't. Yeah. Okay, looks like we got tricky pull here. I don't know if I can pull a single one here. Let me get a little closer. Oh, we got this poop pile everywhere here. Where's the Merc? Hang on, let me get the Merc up.
So just be aware that that mosquito over there to your little right north is the named, and if he's not a named, he's a placeholder, and he hits really, really hard.
Oh, it's a placeholder because the one you want is Bloodsucker. This is large mosquito only.
Right, he'll be as hard as the named without being a named. So be aware of that.
Thanks, we'll be ready. We got Lord Ratty Frog here just in case. Looks like I'm within range too. Let me try to pull the pustling. I mean the bile first. Okay, we'll pull the bile and then we'll kill Mr. Mosquito himself. Thanks, Les. Thanks for the tips. And William Kelly says, local Indian one here in Oregon will play blackjack and some poker. I wish you luck, man. Good luck to you. Hope you win. They have so many of those Indian casinos out here in the Bay Area. And they have the buses coming around and all. They have one called Grayton Hotel Casino. That's the newest one they have out here. It's near Santa Rosa. And that one's pretty big. And all these casinos, Indian casinos, they're really putting Reno and Las Vegas out of business slowly but surely.
We got one down here that have slot machines, but it's actually a bingo game you're playing.
Oh yeah, they throw in some bingo. Yeah, that's good.
Every pull of the machine is actually you're playing a bingo game. Looks exactly like a, a slot machine.
It's nice how they dress it up that way. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. I haven't been to any of those places like that. But if they have the buffet and everything like Vegas does, hey, might as well go there instead.
Yeah, we're fortunate we got Biloxi an hour away, or the Indian Casino an hour away.
Oh, that's good.
And Biloxi has, all the top rated or Vegas style casinos.
Wow. Just think back then when it was only Atlantic City, Vegas, and Reno that you could gamble in. Nowadays, every state's got a Indian casino. Ooh, I got the kill here. If they put some kind of casino in EverQuest, I think that'd really revitalize it, What do you guys
There
think?
is a casino. It's been in there since Lukeland.
Oh, but maybe it's not too good, huh?
It was awesome and when it first came out, but again, there's only 7 or 8 items that you get from it that are worth anything.
Oh, okay, then they gave up on it. Get ready for Mosquito Man. Okay, good thing you're not Bloodsucker. Yeah, alright, go for it.
I can keep attempting to cast those undead spells on it, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, this one is... this is... You gotta use Smite or something. Oh, Bloodsucker goes down. And Vance says he worked at an Indian casino as a security guard. What was that like, Vance? Was it anything exciting ever happen there? And we just got blood saying probiosis or whatever. Not probiotics, but... I think we're getting close to the end because I see a dude there. Cogwitz
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, he's the end. He's the hail.
Wow, this is fast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We just barely hit the hour mark. That's a record. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's when, they're pretty straightforward.
Casting AE Mez just to get the one that the Merc is on. Oh, okay. I'm going to slow the one that... Attack the one that has slow on it. That's the one in the back. And Van said it was pretty boring most of the time, just usually dealing with drunks. I see. Anybody try to rob the casino or anything like that? Okay, got this here. I mean, like I've seen Ocean's 11. Why'd I cast that spell on him? Got him. Okay, stun locking the next one. Go ahead, engage. And we're gonna be done with this. Hey, my Merc ran off. What? Oh, there she came back. Yeah, because anyway, the reason why I asked is I have a friend that works at Bank of America, and he said that place gets robbed a lot by bank robbers. And one time it got robbed, and the cops were right in front. The guy robbed it, and the cops were just right out in front. And talk about stupid bank robbers, the dumbest bank robbers in the world. They forgot to check that the cops were, not exactly in front, but a couple cars down. Oh, right.
I
And
always
bank,
figured someone that would rob a bank would automatically be stupid just for the idea that they want to rob a bank.
Yeah, I don't know how you come up with that idea. Oh, I think I'll rob a bank today.
yeah, they, it was really like they're just walking down the street, like, hey, let's rob a bank. Now let's not even check for cop cars, on the around the block or in front of the thing. Yeah, there's a cop car a couple cars down, and these guys robbed the bank. They ran out, and the cops were right there. So some people.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Yeah. Oh, we got to kill one more guy here.
What are you talking about? Speak for yourself.
Okay, come on, get this guy here. And Van says, no, and if they did, we were told to let them and call the police if we did not carry weapons. You know what I heard, Vance? When I was at Safeway, that's a grocery store, they said that the security guard said, hey, if they want to steal something, I'm not allowed to chase them or do anything like that because they can actually sue you. And I said, so how do you stop them? They said, well, if somebody's going to steal something, we try to close the doors really fast. I said, so this is like the cannonball run. They said, yeah, if they can get out, they can take a steak, they can take a couple hams, whatever you want, if you can make it through
As
those
long
doors.
as I can make it to the door.
Yeah, because those two doors shut, they can shut those doors, but you got about 2 seconds from the moment they see you before the door is shut. And if there's an old lady with her little walker in the way, they're not shutting the door. You just jump right over her. But I found it was so funny that they couldn't do anything. I had another friend that worked at Target, and he was a security guard, and he liked it because he said he loved to chase people. And he's working in a mall, and he'd chase them everywhere, like through the little, kitty play section and all that.
You want a pop lesson on this one?
Oh, okay, 1 second, let me get it. Okay, so one moment, I just popped it on steel plate. I'm here at 95.5. I'm not going to pop it so I don't outlevel everybody here.
Just pop it.
Just pop it. Level, damn it.
Yeah, but if I do, Agrathan's going to get left behind.
So then take your AA and put it to 50% and pop lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good idea. Okay, doing that. Okay, here we go. Let me go into AAs here. Oh, okay, let's set it at 40% there. That should do it. I really need to get the Merc some gear. I really love this tank Merc and all that. Okay, so we got to see how much experience we get. Let's do an experience check.
I'm at 55.
Hey, that's mine too. You're not reading mine, are you?
Yep,
55.
I'm an XP leech.
You read my experience. Somehow you knew it. Okay, let's see. And then I just want to answer this. Vance said, yeah, I worked retail at Kmart for 8 years, and we were not allowed to physically stop people from stealing. Just tell them to stop and stay. That's tell them to stop. They ain't gonna stay. But yeah, my friend that worked at Target, they wouldn't let him chase people, but he had another friend, and I mean, I got to see him a couple of times chase people through the kiddie section, through the food court. It was some crazy stuff. Man, the chasers were just like, it was, he used to live for that. He'd say like, I love it when they run and stuff. He used to run track in high school. He was so fast and nobody ever got away from him. But it was so cool to watch this big chase go on down. They'd go streaking down, running down the mall, chasing. But they put an end to that, and that was a long time ago. But oh boy. Okay, let's go up and I guess I'll hail him, I guess. Okay, I just hailed him. Tasks complete. Oh, I gotta speak to Gribbles. So we gotta go back? Oh gosh.
Yep.
Let's go.
There's no respawns.
Okay, we'll follow Ratty Frog here. I still like these missions, you know. It sure beats, you know, just sitting at an orc camp and just pounding away at the same 6 orcs all night long. Oh, here he is. Okay. I went 68%. I should have actually kept that at 100%. Then I could have, oh wow. I got 30 something AAs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
77%.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I should have just kept it regular then. I didn't know how much I'd get, but how about you, Steel Plate?
And I got 1 merc point.
Oh, Steel Plate got 20 something percent, and this isn't even the special of the day. Let's see here. I did get a merc point. Now I got a question for you guys that are experts. Since I use a tank merc all the time, I've been putting it into health because improved health gives my merc 2,000 points, you know, 1,500, 2,000 each time. But they have melee defense. If I put it into that, which I'm not, that only ups the AC by like from 10 to 20. What do you guys usually put it into for your tank merc? Maybe Les would know because he has a tank merc.
Oh, I rely on the tank merc. I've got. See, here's the thing. Hit points goes your secondary towards holding aggro. Defense puts your next AA to be able to go into damage mitigation. So if you want to have a tank tanking, I would go towards AC and then be able to put defensive. If you need him to be able to snap aggro, you got to put it in the hit points.
Yeah, yeah, I like it for the snap aggro, but I do like the damage mitigation. But eventually, we'll get a real tank, and that'll solve that. So yeah, I guess I'll put it into health then, because then I'm at 13 out of 20, and there we go. Let's see how many hit points this guy has. Okay, the Merc. Wow, guys, my Merc has 82,749 hit points. The AC is 6,044, and the attack rating, which we don't really care about, is 1,800, which isn't a big deal, but you just want him to hold aggro. Wow. 2,000 hit point regen. Oh man. And I have now 1,915 marks of valor. Let's see what else. Okay, well that's pretty good then. I guess we can sign off here. Okay, I'll go like this here with the Gribble Knobber. Okay, I want to thank all you guys for joining us tonight for Into the Hills, one of the famous Gribble Knobber quests here. And this is a really easy one. It still is pretty easy. Great way to get experience if you go through it. The only thing you may lose is your sanity by doing it too many times, but you know, just imagine the mobs will change like Les said they will. So great place to get experience. You saw how much experience we got there. On average, everybody's getting 25% or so. So in the test server, that means 4 runs through this will probably net you 1 level. On a regular server, that's probably about 8 or 9 or so. So you could probably handle 1 of them per night before you totally lose it, I would say. Okay, guys, thank you so much for participating. Thank you, Lord Ratty Frog. Thank you, Steel Plate. Thanks for Les for joining the chat and offering such good information. And same with you, Ratty Frog. I appreciate it. Also good to hear Agrathan in the voice. And guys, I will see you next time. And we'll do it all over again. We'll do something different. We have so many quests to do. There's just hundreds of these to do. So it's going to be something different every night. Once again, thanks for joining us and have a great night.